Hola!
Bom dia!
And welcome to the Sunny Saudade project.
This is our homestead diaries of everything we were sowing, growing and eating on our homestead this January in Portugal. I'm ready, one sec.
Oh my. Do you think is it pretty?
So pretty.
Wow.
That's so strange.
The camera doesn't do it justice. Oh my goodness. We're covered in the fog, literally. That is insane.
We're heading in. Going in, lads.
We're heading in, lads.
So weird.
Oh, I wish the camera picked it up a bit more, but it's proper thick, man.
It's literally like 200 metres behind us, there's no fog, and then it's just... We're still on the edge of it, I think. But I can't see the bottom for telling. Gatinha. Trying to film a video here. Oh, you don't need to see that. Ah! She'll come in if you leave her alone, Tagliatelle. Okay, give her some space. Tina,
Classic cat. Knocks it over.
go get some veggies. Come on. Get some veggies. You cutie. These radishes are ready. Yeah? What do you think? Look. Gatinha, what's this? Oh, this one's going to be a beast. Oh, maybe not. Just a perfectly normal sized one. This one's a little bit longer. Hello. Oh look, I've got a little one. Oops. Oh well. This one's got to be big. Excuse me, madam. Have you got your dirty feet all over my white cardigan? Hey? Silly girl. I think we're good. Gatinha? Come on then. Come on, sausages. Good girl.
A bit more. Cool. Okay, now I can go on this side. Cool.
Breaking into your food. Yes, you are, aren't you? You rascal. You rascal.
Do it here, roughly. Okay, that sounds good to me. It doesn't have to be exact, but cool. So let me measure. What do you think, Noodles?
Bon dear, everybody. It is still very cold and still very damp, but we have a break in the rain, so I thought I'd come and do my first few seeds of the season out here before the sun sets. We had a very wet morning. Obviously at the moment we can't get everything started. It is still January, it's still pretty cold, and I don't expect we'll get anything outside until at least one more month, so end of February. and then going into March, that's where we can start planting stuff outside. But we do have a spare room which has a south facing window, and we've got our peppers trying to survive in there over winter in our spare room at the moment. And I've got a big tray so I can keep things watered and hopefully a bit more warm in that part of the house. So I've obviously got some spare pots and whatnot at the moment. I think I'll quickly go through what I plan on planting today. So this, I'm not really supposed to start till March, but rainbow chard, I figured I've got some small pots. If I can see if I can get a head start on it, I might as well. So in a couple of small plastic plots, just to see if I can get a few ready to go and plant them out in March, so we can get bigger plants. So we've got some little terracotta ones as well, but something like this. What I'm going to do is multi-sow, give them a trim. When we get like whatever one's the most successful, we'll keep that one going, we'll kill the other ones basically, and then we'll plant that out in March when it's a bit warmer and our last frost should have gone. But yeah, I just think, you know, get a head start. And I've never actually grown chard, so I'm excited. I like spinach and everyone keeps telling me it's like that, and it's rainbow chard. How fun. We love a bit of rainbow. And again, this is something we can't really plant out for a little while, but I'm going to try and get a head start. These don't like to be disturbed too much. These are long beans, but I figured I've seen other people start them early. I've got so many seeds in here, so even if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I can still come back in March and plant more. Let's just try and see if we can get some early. I really miss like fresh green beans here. You can often buy them in tins. You can't buy them fresh in the supermarket, so I'm going to try and grow loads of my own. And if I get loads, and maybe even try freezing some. I just really miss them. I love a fresh, especially in the summer, or when you fry them in garlic, like Chinese style. Really delicious, really good. I really love chicory. Never grown it, as I said. You can plant it in January, so I'm going to put these maybe some plastic pots and see how we go. Again, I'm using larger plastic pots rather than seed trays, just because I find here the temperature jumps and whatnot are so drastic that things in little seed trays often don't do so well. So I'm trying to make them bigger plants before I start hardening them off outside. I do have my seed tray down here. I'm going to empty everything. I might try doing this next thing, which is candied beetroot. How fun. I did grow beetroot, but like I didn't grow it from seed. I bought it last year. We just harvested some of our radishes, which are very similar, and they did pretty well just scattering about. But what I've seen people do is multi-sow these into plug trays, then separate them out, and the way they grow, they will grow in clumps, so you can just harvest them gradually. I've gone for these ones because they're more fun looking and I think they're more likely to be eaten, added into salads, things like that, because they're fun. Look at that, how cute. I've not used a seed company before, so I'm excited. They are Portuguese. They are a little bit more expensive than the other ones, but they seem to do some really cool stuff. So yeah, having a look how these do. Again, a little bit early, but I'm going to put these into some terracotta pots. This is echinacea. I might save some of the seeds to actually plant. We want to build a bed over that way for like a herb and my brain's not working. Medicinal herbs and medicinal plants over by where our lemon tree is. I want to make a big bed for stuff there. We can't really put it in where we used to have our herb garden because I'm pretty sure the dogs will eat it, so it's going out there for now, and then we'll see eventually about putting plants back in that area, but wait till they're a little bit older. These can go directly outside in February, but I'm going to see what happens if I do start some in a pot and try and get a little bit ahead. We'll see. They self-seed really easily, so hopefully I will never have to buy the seeds again. Whoop! That was clever. Just supposed to be really good for things like colds and if you're feeling a bit run down. You can use them in teas, and I want to start my own little home apothecary this year, so that's one of the ones I really wanted. Also, the medicinal area, we've got borage in Portuguese. Yeah, again, gonna start it inside this month, and I may also plant some out actually in the ground next month. Get a head start. These are edible. I can't remember what they're good for, but I know they are good. So yeah, get some of these on. And another thing, which you can never go wrong, is some winter kind of lettuce. This needs to be planted now. I think I am going to just do it in a big pot and see what happens. Yeah, I'm going to put some in some little pots, and then as it gets bigger, plant that out once it's a bit more well established. I have also seen in the Agri-Loja, they are doing really cheap mini greenhouses at the moment, literally like for €23. So I might buy one in February to help me harden things off in the future, because even though here's undercover, I think it's still a bit much. The weather here is very extreme, so you know, we've had -5, I think it was, the beginning of this week, when we had that hard frost. And then we've had sunshine up to like 18 degrees, and then we've had rain for days. It's still coming out the earth on our driveway because we've got natural springs on our land. When it rains as much, it will keep running down our driveway for at least a good few days, because it's literally just still leaking out the earth where there's so much water. So yeah, it's been a very weird week, and we're gonna have a sunshiny, I know it looks sunshiny, it was horrible this morning, but we're gonna have another nice day tomorrow, and then it's gonna start raining again, and I'm running out of things to do in the rain. But yeah, we're gonna get planted these and see how far we get. The sun is setting, and I do need to take the dogs out for their walk at some point, but I took them out for an extra long one today, so hopefully they'll stay quiet for long enough. Right, let's get started. Alrighty, the sun is setting quite quickly. I had to mix up my compost, as you can see. Lovely. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the big potted stuff. I can directly plant this outside, but I'm going to put it in pots just in case. Pots. Oh, these are pots. Only two things aren't, but I've got lots of spare pots, so we're in luck. I also have these. Oh, I thought that was a dog. I also have these from last year, and they're actually quite full of earth already. I've made a mix of like a universal compost, which is quite light and woody. It's quite good for starting seeds. And I have mixed some manure in there as well, but it's well rotted, so should be all good, and then help feed these little babies as they go. Which one am I most excited for? That's the question. Well, do you know what? Let's get started on our flowers, because it's winter and we need more flowers in our lives, although my bulbs have started coming up. So I think echinacea I want to put in a big one. As I said, this has already got quite a bit. But we'll need topping up. I'll do it over my wheelbarrow. Sorry you can't see. Oh. Alrighty, there we go. It's quite heavy. I'm gonna do, so I don't know if you can see, it's quite light and stuff as it is. So it should be all right for our seeds. I'm just going to do half now, or even a quarter. Let's have a look. Practice my Portuguese. So you don't want too much, because you want them about 30 centimetres apart. I'm going to go closer. Ha ha ha. I'm going to put one there, and one there, and see what happens. I think it'll be fine. Alrighty. quite small seeds, so I'm just going to put them near the surface. Looks like a dud. And hang on 1 second. Such a professional. Do have this old thing. Just be careful. I need to replug my hose in. Sometimes that feels like more effort to get out than it is useful. Everything's pretty wet anyway, so I'm not gonna water it too much. Let's move this over here so I know this one's planted. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna get everything done. It's getting dark very quickly. Let's do our borage. Where's another big pot? It's already pretty damp because of the weather. Spread that all out. I think I'm going to do the same again. If I remember what these are for in terms of health benefits, I will pop it on the screen. I've never grown these before either, so I'm quite excited. Put some water on there. Not that it needs a lot. Right, should we get on to some veggies? All right. I've got our 3 biggest that I could find, a little bit chewed up pots for our long beans. They don't like much root, like, interference, should we say? Or disturb. I probably should have soaked these before, but life got chaotic. What I'm going to do is multi-sow, and whatever one looks happiest, I'll keep that one. And then these will go out. I do plan to get some big, long planters for along here because, oh yeah, the person was saying get something else to cover it up. We do have a wisteria. These aren't going in the ground. These are going to be going in planters. So yeah, we do have a wisteria there, but it's still going to take a few years until it properly grows over. So just for some temporary shade, I'm hoping long beans will cut the mustard. Here's hoping anyway. Right, let's fill these up. My wheelbarrow pre-prepared. One. Two. 3. Beans are usually a bit chunky and it's recommended that you soak them. So I'm going to go for 3 in each pot, put them close together, and whatever one's happiest will survive the Hunger Games. I'm going to cover them at least 1 centimetre because they are beans, so they are a bit chunkier and usually need a bit more coverage. Now let's pray to the bean gods and see what happens. Hopefully it'll work. If not, I will. Does anyone ever actually finish seed packets? If you've just like a little small garden. Because it really feels like there's always too many. Anyway, let's give these a soak. I definitely forgot to buy labels again, but I can buy some tomorrow and I'll just have to remember tonight. Just one night. So hopefully these are going to be a bit... Hello, Gatinia. Hopefully this will be enough. I'm just going to quickly fill these up. Gatinia. Excuse me, madam. You're right in the way. These are pots. Thank you. Okay, must be dinner time, eh? I'm hoping, statistically, if we've got 3 pots, we're going to get all 3 colours. If not, I'll plant more. Do you think, Gatinia? Hey? You don't care. You want meat. There. Don't you knock anything over now. You're gonna get on my shoulder. She's become so cuddly, haven't you? From a stray that just used to come and steal food from our kitchen. You do still steal food, don't you? Can't leave any cheese out with this one. What strange seeds. Again, I'm just going to go for 3. 1, 2, 3. Just push them in. Won't go quite as deep as I did with the beans because these aren't as big seeds. By the way, please ignore Tortellini crying. I've taken him out on an extra long walk today, as I did Ravioli, in a new place I've never been, and it's still not enough. Move your bum, come on, it's going to get a bit soggy, alright? People are trying to see. Get your bum out of the way. Now, let's cross our fingers and hope for every colour, because that's fun. Right, last of the pots that I'm going to do today. And I actually might try and do some of these in the seed tray as well, just for an experiment, see what's more successful. Oh, the neighbour's cat went missing last night. Oh, anyone in the comment section, now I'm with the cat, is anyone else obsessed with Pickles, the cat, on the internet? I've been watching the live stream, waiting for her to give birth in my spare time. I'm so sad. Should we do 2 of these? Gatinia, see what happens? Let's see what happens, shall we? Yes, there's a train coming. You might want to go away. That sounds like a big one. Oh, it is a big one. New pieces of railway being delivered via the railway. That was all the metal sleepers. How weird. Right, last 2. I'm sorry if you can't see me. I know it's getting dark. Life gets a bit hectic and the weather has other ideas. Gatinia's hiding in the kitchen now. Super teeny tiny. Okay. In which case, I'm just going to sort of sprinkle. That's probably enough. That's 1, 2. Okay, might separate those later. We'll see what happens. And again, a little bit of water. Right. Okay, the sun's definitely set. I'm going to go and move these inside. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning, I guess, for the betterrabe, sim. Betterrabe and some more salad. Leave these in the kitchen so I don't forget to do them. And the others will go back in the drawer for next month. See you in the morning. it is actually raining again, and it wasn't supposed to be. So got a quick break in the rain. I'm going to quickly finish this off. I'm just going to do the ones that need to be done in here, and I'm going to take the dogs out, and hopefully it'll stay dry enough for that. Yeah, it's just been very, very cold and soggy week. I guess it's January, it's going to happen, huh? Let me go and get my seeds and we'll start doing this situation. Alrighty, you see that? Probably not. Let me just tilt you a little bit. Ooh. There we go. So I'm actually going to plant a few more of these and see how these do in here as well. When I was transferring them yesterday to inside, so that the dogs don't get out and escape, I put stuff in the kitchen and then closed that door and then was transporting them into the back room. And ravioli for it was a new fun toy, and threw one of the seedlings of these everywhere. So I'm gonna plant some extra. I think I'll just do one row. I don't need to fill this up, I don't think. I could do quite a few beterraba, couldn't I? I'll do one row these, one row these, one row chicory, and the rest I'll just do as beterraba. Go fill it up. Lovely jubbly. Nice full tray. I've got my beans cooking for my winter soup on the go at the moment, so I can't be too long. Let's start with these ones. And again, I'm going to multi-sow. It just seems to work. Got more success, you know? And if you lose some, then you lose some. It's not the end of the world. This soil, because it was sitting out here and we had some rain, it's actually already pretty wet, so I'm not sure I'm going to water them. Because if you overwater, you run the risk of rotting seedlings, which is not what you want. Looks like a chunky one. I'll go for that one. Hey. Come on. All covered up. So let's go for classic romaine style lettuce. I don't know why I've never grown it before, because it's just a classic good bit of lettuce, isn't it? I'll probably do a few batches of these because lettuce seems to bolt really quickly. I think if I've just got like a constant load growing, that might be best. And I can grow these up until March. They are more a winter variety, but then I can go on to my buttery summer lettuce after that. I was going to do a couple of these, see how these do in the smaller pots. The chicory, obviously I've done 2 big pots. We'll just see what happens, what works best. Just poke it down, poke, poke, poke. Cover it up. Now for our fun candied beetroot, if you can get the packet open. So with these ones, I'm multi-sowing them, but I won't trim them because apparently as you plant them out, as long as you give them enough space between each sort of plug, they will just separate on their own time. So you can get lots out of a small amount of plugs, which is nice. Has anybody got any recipes for some candied beetroot? Let me know, because I don't want them to lose their prettiness, you know, which you can do when you pickle them. I know people do slice them and eat them raw. If you use like a mandolin or something. We will see. I think it might be brightening up. I hope so. Had a lot of rain. Do try and space them out a little bit so they don't grow too close together. But as I said, they push each other apart anyway, so don't worry too much. Thank you for watching this week's video. Apologies for no video last week. As I said a few weeks ago, I've got a lot of exams and stuff going on because of my Portuguese lessons. I think it went well, but I did need to do a lot of revision, so apologies for the lack of video last week. The rain seems to have finally stopped, so we've got a lot more brighter weather now, so we should be outside a bit more and not hiding away. The recipe for the winter pickles that I made, I'm drawing and writing up and should hopefully be on our Buy Me a Coffee page in the next week. Leave a comment or like and subscribe. Let us know down below what you think about the plants we've sown this year so far. Let us know what you've sown so far, and we will see you next week. Tchauzinho!